Instead of setting the narrative, it was making excuses. The state continued issuing statements. The phrases remained consistent. Precision strikes, humanitarian corridors, necessary operation. Hamas targets, civilian deaths regretted. The terminology did not change because it was not designed to respond to the record. It was designed to precede it. The statements became exposed as templates. They could be applied to any event before the event was known, and it's why their excuses sound so tired now, because they literally are broken records. The template revealed the structure revealed the intent. The digital Iron Dome was not an information defense system, it was a narrative autopilot. As the footage accumulated, the narrative autopilot continued. The gap became visible. The public inside Israel saw both, official statements and unmediated footage, words that no longer described what the screen displayed, public polling reflecting the gap. Not a collapse into opposition, not a sudden ideological shift, but a measurable decline in belief that official statements correspond to reality, though. When belief in the state's description of reality declines, then the digital Iron Dome does not just weaken, it completely collapses. The polling does not record the cause. It does not register things like anger or grief or dissent. It records only trust. Trust is the precondition for propaganda to function. Propaganda is not the lie. Propaganda is the assumption that the speaker is entitled to be believed. When the entitlement collapses, the message just becomes noise. Therefore, the digital Iron Dome relied on the message being received as truth by default, and that default is now gone. The internal collapse of narrative control did not require an organised opposition. It did not require protest or revolt or ideological rupture. It required only the simultaneous availability of two conflicting realities, the spoken and the seen. The spoken reality was protected by censorship structures. The seen reality circulated through the networks that censorship was not fast enough to contain. The contradiction didn't need to be pointed out. It only needed to be observed. So the state attempted to respond by increasing the messaging volume. More statements, more briefings, more coordination with foreign public relations firms, more influencer contracts, more call-ups of their digital soldiers, more insistence on the same framing language. Volume was mistaken for credibility, though. Repetition was mistaken for reinforcement. The digital Iron Dome was collapsing under the weight of its own output. The more it spoke, the less the speech meant, the worse it sounded.